Good morning, you guys. I want to talk about everyday life, which is something that most people don't like to post about. Everyday life, which is the basic mundane things like doing house chores. And I have been living here in Montgomery for over a year now. And my hope and the desire of my heart was for my son and I to be reunited. Because oftentimes we watch videos of the wildlife, how these animals get rescued, and put back in their environment where they belong. And my home is with my son, and my son's home is with mama. And I think about all the people that come here to this country and find a way to bring their families here, because that's the whole purpose of coming to America, is to be with their families, with their loved ones. And ever since DHR picked up my son, I started making these videos. Before then, I wasn't one to be posting pictures of myself or videos of myself. You can look back and see for yourselves that there weren't any videos of me prior to this pickup. I wanted to bring awareness about, the dangers of the children being in this system, because they get passed around to and from. My son was passed around these different homes within a very short period of time. And at that time, I was being mocked. I would never, and I have never invaded somebody's privacy and then made a mockery out of their lives. I would never do that, not even if that individual was staying in my home. I wouldn't do that. We go about our lives sometimes posting the best aspects of our lives, as we should. It should be positive. You want to send a positive message. But we don't necessarily like to post things that are just everyday mundane, and those are the most important to me. The most important things to me is not sharing with the world where I'm going out for dinner, what I'm doing with so-and-so out and about. I like to post things that are everyday, like my son's soccer game, us going to celebrate his birthday in a very humble manner. I was never one to celebrate big expensive birthday parties. It was about, just in the moment. And today, for people who think that I don't work, I do work. I'm here in Montgomery, and I've been a guest in this house for over a year, and I'm not paying rent, but I am a housekeeper, because somebody has to maintain the home. And so I'm going to show you a list of things that I have to do today. So I just want to let you know what I do, even though I'm not working, because people assume that just because I don't have a job outside the home that I'm not working. So what are the plans? No, well, the rain did that for me today. So that's a good thing. One less thing to worry about, but I still have to water the potted plants. So I have to sweep. I have to sweep outside. I have to sweep and mop. I have to change 3 sets of sheets. Toilets ×2, sinks ×2, tub and shower, and ×2. So 1 tub, 1 shower, and vacuum. And I do this on a regular basis, not on a daily basis, but on a regular basis. And these are things that the homeowner would pay somebody to do, to house it, if there wasn't somebody here. So even though I'm not working and I'm not paying rent, I'm not living here for free, smooching off the people. I give back. And so I thought, I know that there are a lot of Latin Americans out there during the time that Alexander was picked up who thought, well, we had to come here from our country and we had to work as a housekeeper or work as a laborer, and we had to save up money to be able to bring our family over here. There are people who believe that I, after having served the military and been here legally, that I had to go through that. But they don't want their children going through that themselves. No, they want their children to join the military, to get an education, and not have to suffer what they have suffered. So I want to know why. See, the thing is, I had a home invasion. We were invaded from different angles. My son and I were separated and still not reunited. So this is why I have made the videos I have made. Because you're not going to see me posting videos of me working, doing dishes, things that if I were to be working outside the home, I would be getting paid. But you have to understand, everybody has a level of education. Everybody has a desire of their heart. Everybody has skills. So we do what we love and love what we do. This is why I wanted to have my own restaurant, so I could train people. Because proper hand washing is important. Cleanliness and orderliness is important. So, for example, the gardener's here, and he's going to get paid at least $100 for doing the gardening. And I thought, well, DHR knows where I'm at. They know where I'm at because I've lived here for over a year, and they've known since the very beginning where I've been. So, my son and I have not been reunited, not because of my not wanting it. So this is the bad lighting room. And we're going to where I'm at. This is my bedroom. It's a little bit dark today. It's a little bit dark, but this is where I'm at. Alexander's piano or keyboard. I still keep his collection of nature things since he was little. I had to take it out of the storage unit so that that I wouldn't lose it. So it's a little dark here today. But I know that people aren't going to be posting, you know, them doing the house chores because it's not glamorous. But it is not the desire of my heart to look like I'm in a video game. You know, I'm a living being. I'm a mom. I'm not perfect. I've never claimed to be perfect. That's not the desire of my heart to be perfect. I only desire to be who I am, which I have always been organized and clean and tidy. That has always been my standard of living, no matter where I'm at. So I get cranky when I don't have my space to be such. This is why I bought my house with my VA benefits when I joined the military, after I got out of the military. And just because I was cheated out of mine and it was a domino effect, does not mean that I don't deserve to be the mother that I am. So these are Alexander's new little undies. I got him. He said that he needed socks, so I got him undies and socks. And I've been providing for my son with my unemployment and my stimulus. And when I go grocery shopping, I will get, every now and then I'll get something for my child. But anyway, just want to let you know that prior to this incident, I was not one to post videos of myself because I was busy with my Alexander. Busy. Believe me, I don't want to be available to be dating anybody. That's not what I want to do with myself. If I have a boyfriend, fine, we'll enjoy one another if that's what they want to do. But that's not necessarily what I want to do. If somebody doesn't like to be with me, then that's fine. I'm not going to go out and get it. So things either happen or don't happen, but I don't want to be available just so that I can be dating the older gentleman. That's not the desire of my heart, not to be with my son. Never been. So anyway, I did a little decoration here a little bit. Ooh, this bright. This is my favorite room, is the bathroom right here. Let's see if we can see. Oh wow. This is my favorite, one of my favorite rooms, this and the kitchen. So anyway, let me see if I can do it this way. But anyway, I can't really show what I can do because this is not my house or my apartment. So it's hello. So anyway, I just don't want my life to be a mockery. Ooh, this beautiful now that is nice and bright. But there's the gardener out there with his wife, and I told my friend, I said, look, you and I can do that and save your mom some money. And he said that that he doesn't want to do that kind of work. So he said that I mean, if he were up for it, I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun to go out there and do the yard work and save his parents some money. And we could just be out there getting some vitamin, generating some vitamin D and getting some exercise and being outdoors and getting some oxygen. That would be healthy, but he doesn't want to do it. He says that his mom wants to have the gardener do it because she can afford to pay him. But I just want to let you know that I'm not here for free because I work. And I'm not getting paid to work, but I'm not getting charged. But DHR has known that I've been here. So this is all the state of Alabama. And I want to share this with you because I want you to know my reality. And I will post pictures of me before I came here to Montgomery. It's not like I am an undesirable looking woman. I could have been going out on a date, but that's not what I want to do. I want a home for my son. I made it abundantly clear to my friend James since the very beginning. None of my videos before he met me were sexy and oh come get me, I am looking for somebody. I've not been on any dating site ever. So if anybody has ever taken my picture to do something else with it, that's between them and their conscience. But I have not been on any dating site. I was so busy with my son before he was picked up by DHR, and I had everybody and their brother. And people need, a representative, but they have to understand that I don't have a paying position to be in that position to be dealing with these people. Because when I speak up, even about personal issues, I'll speak up not only for myself but on behalf of other people if something has been brought up to my attention. But it's not that I want to be involved with everything and everyone and be butting into other people's business and be tattletelling. That has never been the desire of my heart. But sometimes in order to do something that needs to be done, you have to bring it up to the attention of people who can do something about it. So there's a big difference. That's the difference. So, like I said, I was busy with Alexander before this happened. And, like today is Saturday. I would be at the park with soccer with Alexander. But Alexander is in summer camp, but his summer camp is not really a camp. It's the same after-school care facility. So to me, the state is taking kids away from moms. Because why? Because I bring up to the attention of city officials or state officials that I was not putting on a pony show in my house, that I was invaded from multiple angles, that certain things are just a violation of our rights, that I've been denied a job. So for some of you who think that I don't work, I just want to remind you that documenting is working. So what DHR has done is they have their own documentation. So when we go to court, or when we had gone to court, it's like, well, this is what our documentation against your documentation, and it's like, it's a whole team and then just a parent. So I just want to let you know that I had no idea that this was happening in the family courts, because I went through a 5+ year divorce in Mississippi, so I knew that, but I did not know that it was still that way, and that it had gotten worse, and that DHR was taking these kids away from parents, and that there were labs that were falsifying the drug results. All of these things, folks, were happening. So when I brought up, like, hey, my son was taken from me, and all of this is happening simultaneously, yes, I'm going to bring it up. So it does take time to sit there and document. And I'm not one to be showing pictures of my body, because even if I had a most beautiful body, but you know, it's like, this is what it's all about nowadays. You have to be beautiful, you have to be perfect, you have to have a perfect life, no family drama. God forbid you bring up anything negative, because we don't want to hear it. That's negativity. So isn't that what friends and family are for? To support and be there for you, and understand that, hey, yes, there's something I can do about it. If there's anything I can do about it, I'll do it. That's what I do for you when I read your posts. If there's anything that you want me to read, if there's anything that you want me to repost, I may not read it all simultaneously. I may not read it all. But when I see it, and it's like, please, thank you, and excuse me, I read it. I wouldn't want any of your children to be taken from you, ever. I was busy. I would be out there in the soccer field or the baseball field right now, whatever season. I don't even know what season it is anymore for the kids' games. So I told my friend James, I said, look, with my stimulus and unemployment money, I had joined the gym, and I said, let's go to the gym. His mom said, oh no, because James got an infection one time at the gym. And I said, well, he needs to work out. That's healthy for us. You know, they're not making us wear a mask. And she's, this a little while ago, not too long ago, she said, no, because James is better off working out at home. And it's like, no, he's not going to work out. I'm being as healthy as I possibly can be. I know drinking coffee all day is not necessarily good, but it's not like I'm smoking and drinking to get drunk and eating to the point where there's no more room in me. I want to, do something to pep up, You have to keep the motivation. You have to keep motivated. If you don't keep motivated, how are you going to go to work? And I mean, on top of that, your child has been taken. You've been totally destabilized. They want you to, and go to work. So I did. And as soon as I set foot in that one job that I got, now never mind all the other jobs that I was applying for office jobs, I was being denied. The only job that I got was at a restaurant. But as soon as I started working, and as soon as I got a car, this COVID hit. So when we did the unemployment, which was, I was assisted by James, per his dad's recommendation, we did the unemployment, and I wanted to see somebody in person, but I was told, no, we can do it online. And I said, well, I'd rather talk to somebody because I'm not sure. My last full-time job was P.F. Chang's, and I just started working at this job. I haven't even made $500 yet. Well, the thing is, when we were asked to come back to help off the record, like, nobody's going to be clocking in. We just need you to come back and help to deliver food out to the door. Right after, COVID, they had actually laid off the people at the one restaurant. So some of them went to the other restaurant. Some of them didn't come back at all. And so I said, okay, I'll do it, but I just applied for unemployment, and I don't want to mess anything up. And they said, no, don't worry, because we're not going to have anybody clocking in. Well, when I got my tax paperwork, they have it as I had earned money after I applied for unemployment. And this is the conundrum. This is why I haven't filed my taxes yet. And it's like, no, folks, this is not right. It's like never ending. It's almost like a gangrene. And it's like, no, this is wrong. Here I am working. I have a list of things to do today, and I will do it. That gentleman out there is getting paid. I'm not, but I'm not being charged to live here. But I should be able to have my son with me here, because the family's not here. They're in Birmingham. They only come here once in a blue moon. And James is gone all day at work. He said, well, don't bring your son here, because if you do, it'll be never ending. Never ending what? Had I known that from day one, I wouldn't have come here to Montgomery. I told them exactly what I wanted to do. And I was told, well, the school system's not good. And it's like, well, his aunt works for the school system. Why are they telling me this stuff? It's like, whatever. I just need my son with me. And now DHR is like, well, we're going to send your son to Brazil through Delta to mock me. And it's like, no, folks, I'm not the enemy of Alabama. And but I'm not going to just sit back and let my son be picked on at school, or sit back. That was all for me, targeting me. Because it's like, so if you don't speak up regarding your rights, what? All of this stuff that I have published on Facebook since Alexander was taken, I would have never published that on Facebook before. But I did it after Alexander was taken to prove to you how forgiving I have been. I never sued these people for all that they were doing to me. We've already been forgiven. Thank you.